Brian here, and in today's video, we're going to talk about footers. Yeah, website footers. So we're going to be picking up from where we left off from our last video, which we talked about headers, website headers, and what every header should include. So we're going to talk about the footers today and kind of what your footers should include. So those website footers, yep, they're pretty darn important. So why don't we get into that? And before we get into that, one thing we want to make sure that you do is this right here. Yep, that's right. We're going to really start getting into this YouTube live stream. We're going to live stream and all that good stuff. So, please make sure that you do that wonderful. Once again, the like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell. You know the drill. Okay, so let's get into what we're going to talk about right here. Okay, so here we are on our website, and we're going to talk about our website footer, what it has, what we have included in our footer. So basically, a website footer is at the bottom of your website, and it's on every single page of your website, unless of course you've done some kind of a landing page and turned them off. But for the most part, your header and your footer is on every single page of your website. So you want to make sure that sucker looks good and has some good information in there that people can see. So why don't we take a look at it right here? So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to the bottom of our page. This is our home page and our footer. So our footer actually starts right here at the top of this picture where our subscribe to our newsletter is. Yeah. So this subscribe to our newsletter section, along with this bottom part of our footer, is on every single page of our website, including all of our articles. Yeah. So very powerful and a great way to get some people to subscribe to your newsletter. So let's talk about this section first. So in our footer, we have this beautiful little section. I think it looks pretty nice. And what it's doing is it's asking people to subscribe to our newsletter. And the best part about this is, one thing, especially about us, we don't sell your information to anybody. So we state that, and then we don't send you rubbish. That's pretty key. We don't send just random stuff. It's everything pertaining to marketing, that we send in our newsletters. So pretty cool stuff. So then, of course, we have just below that, we've got 4 different social links that will take them to those social platforms. But then we get down into kind of the meat and potatoes part of the footer. And when we're looking at that, in our footer, we've got, in this tan section, we've got 4 columns. Now, the first 2 columns are basically kind of breaking down most of our services that we offer. Kind of like, and this is also good for, that online visibility optimization, because SEO is changing, and I'm kind of getting out of that calling it SEO, because it really is changing, especially with AI today. AI is coming in like a hurricane, just like we saw with these past hurricanes. It's really taken over a lot, and Google is investing a lot of time into their AI platforms, and we're going to talk about those in a later video. But for now, these are some pretty keyword friendly, search queries and stuff like that someone might be looking for. So these are our services. And then the next column over, we've got our contact information. So we've got our main email address, we've got our phone number, our main office phone number, and then we have our address. And then we got a nice little button there so that you can click it and go to our contact page and contact us through our website. And then, of course, in the last column over there, these are the organizations that we belong to here in the local area. So we belong to the Manatee Chamber of Commerce, and then part of the Manatee Chamber of Commerce, because we've been around forever, we belong to the BBC, or the Better Business Council. So that's pretty cool, and that's a very prestigious organization to belong to. So it's very cool, and happy with these organizations. And then, of course, the very bottom line, that is, it's got our sitemap link and our terms and conditions, but it also has that all-important copyright, and it's up to date. You know, you always want to make sure your copyright is up to date. How many times do you visit a website and you see that the copyright date is 2017, 2018, 2020? You're like, oh my gosh, for real. Yeah, it's for real. So those are the things in our footer. Now we're going to take a look at High Country Solutions. This is a website we did for these awesome people up in the Tennessee Roan Mountain area. And scrolling down here in their footer starts at this green line. Now, what their footer has is the navigation. It has a simple navigation, and then it's got the contact portion of it, right? Call them, email them, or visit them on Facebook, because they're only on Facebook. So we've included that there. And then, of course, over here on the far right side, got their lovely logo. And then when you click that logo on any page of their site, because remember, the footer is on every single page of their website. And they, you know, when you get to the bottom, let's say they do a blog article, and you read the blog article, you get to the end. Instead of scrolling up, you can just hit the logo there, and it takes you to the home page if that's where you're wanting to go. So there you go. And then down here in the very bottom, we've got that last line, which has got their copyright notice. And then it's got our little link, because most designers are going to put their calling card on your website. Just the way it's always been, the way it is, I guess. So we're no different. But once again, the copyright is the correct date. So their copyright is at the current date. So that's a good thing. And the last website we're going to look at is right here, which is AMI Excursions. They're a fishing charter out of Anna Maria Island, Florida. And then we're going to scroll down to the footer here. And when we get down here to the bottom, their footer actually starts at this yellowy orange line. So it includes these pictures right here, which come from Instagram. That's right. So we're pulling in Instagram pictures, and this is on every single page of their website. Once again, it's their footer. And just a great way, because it's done automatically. When Captain Nate here posts an image on Instagram, it just pops right into their website. They don't have to do anything. It just pops right in there, and it keeps all their visitors informed. So when a visitor comes today and they look at it and they see these pictures, like, okay, that looks really cool. But then let's say they visit a week from now, those pictures are going to be totally different. So those visitors, those returning visitors, are going to get to see completely new pictures. So that is awesome. So it's not just a static site, it is a dynamic website. Very cool. Okay, so next item up is the next line, which is actually divided into 3 columns. And in the first column, we've got their contact information. We got their phone number, their email address, and then we've got their social links. In the middle, we've got the logo, and on the far right, there's a little blurb about Captain Nate Costello, who's the owner of AMI Excursions. Very cool. And then in the very last portion of their header, down at the bottom, and once again, their copyright information, and then our calling card. And then once again, their copyright notice is up to date, which is very cool. Yeah, I can't stress this enough on how many times that I have seen a website that the copyright date is just we're not talking just a year out of date. We're talking several years out of date. And that means that nobody has logged into that thing and probably done anything to that website in years. Terrible, terrible. So, yep. So that's all I got for you today. Once again, I want to make sure, because we're going to be getting into the live streams and stuff like that, but I'm also trying to grow our channel, just to get some good information out there for everybody. So don't forget to do this, the whole like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You know the drill. That would be absolutely amazing if you could do that. And then another thing would be cool is to, get on there. We got some great articles on our website. So visit our website. Yeah, deckardandcompany.com. There's some great information there, which I have an article about those headers. So really dives a little deeper into what I gave you here on the video the other day. So yeah, so get on there and do that. Hey, so that's really, honestly, all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. Hit me up with comments, something that maybe you want to hear about. I'll talk about anything marketing, and we can go from there. But yeah, that's what it's all about. So that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and always, always, always behave. All right, thanks.